Santa Cruz. It's Pacific Television Theater.
Hello there.
Hey, neighbor. You're the new guy in the neighborhood, right?
I am. My wife and I moved in last week.
Oh, well, I'm Josh. And this is my better half, Annie.
Oh, stop it, better half.
Hey, everyone knows it's true. Anyway, welcome to Serenity Knolls, the gated community that feels like freedom.
Don't save the spiel. You already got the house.
I'm just being friendly to, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Clarence. My wife is Patricia. She's at the store right now.
Oh, well, we can't wait to meet her.
Great. Nice to have friendly neighbors. My wife and I were worried about rising crime, so we figured a gated community would be a good idea.
Well, you made the right decision and you come to the right place. Lots of crazies out there.
Yeah, and there seems to be more of them.
Oh, tell me about it. Just last week, I was downtown, and this vagrant covered in dirt was trying to strike up a conversation with me. I was going to report him, but then I just realized he was just a schizo, and he was talking to himself. I didn't know whether to be relieved or horrified.
Well, don't let people like that get you down, sweetheart. Just remember you are his superior.
Thanks, honey. You're the best. Yes. Oh, yes.
Get a room here, Till.
Got a little carried away.
I think we embarrassed the new guy.
He just isn't, doesn't understand our ways here at Serenity Knolls. Behind these gates, people are free to express themselves without worry of trespassing and intimidation of outside forces.
Just think of this as like a medieval castle. All we need is a moat and a drawbridge.
Well, I wouldn't say that, because we are a sharing people, huh?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yes.
I hear you're a married man.
Oh, yeah, she's at the store right now.
Oh, I heard we had a new neighbor, so I thought I'd bring some treats.
Oh, boy, goo balls.
Oh, you have got to try one of these. I'm so addicted.
Okay. Wait, don't the goo balls have marijuana in them?
Oh, no. These are baked with mescaline.
I'll save it till later.
Oh, anybody else?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, I've got poker night with the fellas tonight.
Twist my arm. Jeez.
Well, welcome to Serenity Knolls, Clarence. I'm looking forward to having you over for our first potluck.
So, what line of work are you in, Clarence?
I was an IT guy.
Oh, an it guy. Must be nice.
Now, honey, don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. It's just that one little mistake.
He just lost his job recently.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, apparently.
They didn't like his workplace team building activities.
Apparently, cockfighting is illegal in 49 states.
Honey, I told you to do it in the warehouse, not in the front lobby.
Okay, lesson learned. I could have at least thanked me for the effort.
Josh likes to think outside the box.
All you need is the right workplace that appreciates your particular talents.
Too many ignorant people out there with no imagination. That's the problem.
Some people are like that, and the outside world is full of them.
Tell me about the outside world.
Oh, here she goes.
Do you know that the latest polls show that 1 in 5 Americans believes the sun revolves around the earth? I mean, really, what the hell are they teaching in our schools these days? It's as if they're being controlled by bureaucrats and gangs. Oh, by the way, how's progress on our charter school coming along?
Right on track. We will not be making the same mistakes as the Moonies, People's Temple, and the Branch Davidians.
Wait, those were all cults.
As our supreme leader says, one man's cult is another man's sanctuary.
So, what brought you to our community?
Oh, well, my wife and I are empty nesters, and we decided we wanted a smaller house for just the two of us. So, real estate market being what it is, we figured we could sell our old house and get a new one here with a little left over for retirement.
Oh, that's what we like. No riffraff.
Well, the welcome wagon is open.
Thank you.
Yes, it sounds like you are successful, civilized people. Always important.
Thanks.
Got a delivery.
All right, you got the new see-through hot tub?
Let's see here. We got one see-through plexiglass hot tub.
Yes.
One sacrificial altar. One crate of assorted snakes. 2 cases of Everclear. 10 kilos of Ibogaine. 6 bundles of tortures. A dozen sets of manacles. Strobe light. A 10-foot-long bullwhip and a ceiling harness. Sign here, please.
You got it.
You know, I know it's none of my business or anything, but it seems like you're going to be throwing on one crazy diabolical event that this city has ever known. I just hope things don't get out of hand, because the last thing we need is another disturbance of the peace.
You are so right. It is none of your business. Leave everything by the swimming pool.
One full of Jell-O? Yes. Okay.
I couldn't help overhearing what was being delivered. Aren't some of those things illegal?
Illegal is a state of mind.
Well, I have to admit some people may not agree with that. It could lead to a regrettable incident.
You have nothing to fear here.
We are perfectly safe.
We have a situation.
What is it?
Infiltrator Section 5.
You know who?
We're still trying to ascertain that information. Who's he?
Oh, yeah. This is Clarence. He and his wife just moved into our community.
Oh, good to meet you.
Hi. Well, we'll let you know if we need to escalate the situation.
Yeah, well. Let's go.
No need to worry. They'll have it under control.
But shouldn't you just call the police? Or at least the security people who work the front gate?
First thing you need to understand is we are the security.
Oh, well, the association didn't tell me about a security force.
You'll soon learn there's lots of things the association doesn't know about.
You see, the police pretty much ignore gated communities.
And we like to keep it that way.
Well, do you get a lot of trouble here?
Not anymore.
My God, you're vigilantes.
Perish the thought. This isn't the Wild West.
We prefer Peace Maintenance Committee.
Yes, we're keeping the peace so our community doesn't dissolve into the madness and chaos of the outside world.
I don't think it's really all that bad.
Oh, it's a festering cauldron of thugs, lowlifes, and perverts.
Now, honey, don't go off on a rant.
I'm
okay?
serious. Outside is danger and evil. But behind the fence, we are safe.
I heard there was trouble.
Intruder in Section 5.
Not on my watch.
Yeah.
What have I gotten myself
Get him,
into?
You have gotten yourself into one of the last true sanctuaries in a world gone mad. That's why we get so many intruders.
But maybe they're just common burglars who are desperate and down on their luck.
Or they're an insurgent fifth column looking to overthrow us.
You want to take that chance?
All I'm saying is it's probably not personal on their part. They're just out to get something for nothing, and then they'll run off. I really don't think it's some kind of coup.
We'll let the judge decide.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking sense. Bring them to court. Have a hearing, a trial, if necessary, all being presided over by a judge. That is that's the sensible way of doing things.
You are so naive.
Am I missing something here?
Clarence, my innocent little lamb, there are a few more things you need to understand about Serenity Knolls. You see, not only do we have our own security force, we have our own court with our own judge, and we dispense justice our way.
That's a kangaroo court.
What is with you and your tired cliches?
We prefer to call it the Serenity Knolls Security Chamber of Swift Justice.
See, we are a self-sustaining community, and we prefer to keep it that way.
Horatio Alger dream made into reality.
A true American utopia. Well, minus the vermin.
Well, look, I hate the outside world as much as the next gated community resident, but We still have to go out into the outside world. We're reliant on their labor and services, and if nothing else, we all have to breathe the same air.
Unless we build a dome over us.
That's brilliant. Genius. We'll have to bring that up with the Supreme Leader.
That is not what I meant.
Do you not appreciate Serenity Knowles?
A non-believer.
Or a spy from Whispering Pines?
Or maybe he's in cahoots with the intruder in Section 5.
No, none of that. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Yes, the outside world is dangerous and full of trouble. But the whole point of a gated community is protection, not total and complete isolation and cut off. We do have to live with the outside world. We have to coexist with the rabble. And sometimes it takes a little tolerance and some empathy.
What are these concepts you speak of?
This is just how people get along with each other.
We'll have to take this up with the Supreme Leader.
And what's with Supreme Leader? How can you be self-sufficient if you have a Supreme Leader? That is not libertarian.
Another complex word.
And these paranoid delusions. Sometimes in life, you have to compromise.
But compromise is weakness and defeatist.
No, it's living in one lifestyle while recognizing there are other lifestyles out there.
I don't trust that.
Look, think of it this way. We can live here in our community, safe from the outside world, while at the same time looking beyond our borders. We can keep an eye on the hoi polloi, look down upon them from our lofty perch.
We could build.
God, that's brilliant.
We could build a crow's nest with a catapult.
Yeah.
Oh, not what I had in mind, but you people are destructive people.
We're gonna build a catapult.
That's great, but we need backup right now. Situation's escalated.
Everyone get your weapons.
Duty calls.
I get to finally try out my new Lady Remington.
Oh,
Hey, Clarence!
huh?
You armed?
What?
You know about our firearm requirements, right?
I never saw that in the title deed.
Oh, we didn't get to tell him that yet.
Tell me what?
Serenity Knowles Militia.
Every resident 12 and older is required to serve.
That doesn't sound legal.
It's constitutional. It doesn't have to be legal.
Oh, wait a minute. Those two things don't mutually exclude each other.
Clarence! I would love to sit down with you and point out the finer points of the law. But we have a crisis here. We have to table this situation for right now. Now grab your firearm and maybe a quadrant 4 by the well of justice.
The well of justice?
Fire hydrant. Just find your best semi-automatic weapon. Woo-hoo! Let's roll, baby!
Honey, it's me. Yeah, we can't stay here. No, we're going to move in with one of the kids. I know what I said, but this is different. I'll explain later. Oh, fire the realtor.
Hi, Svi.
From the police lineup?
No. It's me, Ron Stiegler. Don't you remember?
From Baldwin High?
Yeah.
Wow. We haven't seen each other in, 20 years? Oh boy, those were the days. The old school, the old neighborhood. Such happy memories. The places and people that formed us and made us into what we are today. Never will I forget those happy times. Well, it was nice seeing you, Don.
No, it's Ron. And let me say, Shirley, you look as beautiful and radiant as ever.
Thank you, Rob.
Ron.
Well, it's very nice of you.
I hope I wasn't being too forward. I do mean it sincerely.
No, of course.
The way I just walked right up to you and started gabbing away, assuming you remember me. That does seem kind of awkward. And it certainly has been such a long time. It would be completely understandable if you hadn't. But I do appreciate that you did.
Yeah, I didn't quite follow all that, but okay.
See? Nobody knows you like the people you grew up with. So you know what I did after graduation?
You know, I never really thought about that. What did you do, Rick?
Well, after high school came college. That's when I became into full flower.
Really?
And after graduating, I got a job in the mailroom of a prestigious Fortune 500 company. It's a golden opportunity with room to grow.
Oh.
But after some innovative bookkeeping and an overzealous Senate investigation and some jails executives, I was downsized. But I landed on my feet at a .com startup.
Oh.
Those were some heady times there. Really exciting. We are on the cusp of a new frontier. A new economy driven by technological genius. But when the bubble burst and I was unemployed again, I planned my next move. I went back to school and I got my real estate license so I could take advantage of the ever-rising real estate prices. The sky was the limit, and there was no way I was going to be left behind. But when the housing market unexpectedly tanked, I invested some property on the New Jersey coast, and I hear that it's been a great place for property after that little hurricane they had a couple of years ago. So what have you been doing since those halcyon days?
Not anything as interesting as you. After I got my master's in microbiology, I landed a job in the federal government, studying diseases and examining classified medical exams. We went to hotspots, different war zones and places that have disasters. Nothing exciting, very ordinary, very simple.
Well, I'm sure you know how to keep it interesting.
Oh, I have my gardening.
And here we are. Fate has brought us together again.
More like random chance.
Fate, chance, luck, forces beyond our control. The hand of God himself moving us around like pieces on a chessboard. And here we are, two souls brought together again.
Wow, that's eloquent.
So you're a believer in his glory?
No, but eloquent.
Thanks. I always had a touch of poet in me.
Oh, I always said you had a touch of something.
I hear that all the time. So I suppose you paired up with the captain of the football team or the class president or perhaps the leading man of the trauma club.
Too stuck up, too immature, and too gay. But not in that order.
Well, whoever you ended up with is indeed a lucky man.
Well, we were, but work got in the way.
Oh, that's terrible. Is it because of your job and all that traveling?
No, actually, it was his job. He was a private investigator specializing in divorce cases. seemed he was using his profession to meet newly single women.
What? That two-faced cretin.
Taking advantage of lonely women by suddenly showing up in their time of need.
You're better off without it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm content with my life. I just wish I still had someone to share it with.
What you need is someone who will love you and treat you with the loyalty and respect that you deserve.
And I wish that would happen.
Say no more. The two of us together at last.
What?
Our prayers have been answered.
Are you serious?
I'm only serious when I speak of love, for I also feel your love for strong for me as I feel for you. Imagine us together. Are you okay? Do you need to be Heimlich?
No, I just have a touch of nausea.
What could have caused that?
Usually comes from startling new information.
Well, I'm here to help.
Never seen that coming.
Are you surprised?
Or like shocked?
I think I know why. It's because I kept my burning passions locked up inside me for all these years. But now it's time to release.
You shouldn't have.
I know. But sometimes you just have to say what's in your heart.
No, you should not have. The thought of me and you, I just don't see it.
But we have such chemistry. I mean, look at the two of us sitting here on this park bench. Just like any of the other couples.
We are not a couple. We're just two people that just happen to grow up in the same neighborhood that haven't seen each other in years. Your reaction is a bit conflated. I can only think that you've escaped from a loony bin, you're off your medication, and the whitecoats are out looking for you. I remember you were voted most likely to be institutionalized.
Oh my, how could anyone say such a thing? I was voted most likely to be burned in effigy.
Maybe that was presumptuous of me. But you're making crazy assumptions that have no basis in fact. The thought of us as a couple is beyond the realm of imagination, as well as what is publicly acceptable. No offense.
None taken. And let me just say, Shirley, I'm just as scared as you are. That's why it seems so impossible. The two of us together is a huge risk. And a union between us could cause pain, misery, anguish, regret, outright disgust, self-loathing, maybe even thoughts of ending it all just to end the suffering.
Oh, I don't think it would be that bad.
I'm talking about myself.
What?
But I'm willing to go through all that just for you.
Wait a minute. Why would it be a bad experience for you?
Well, I don't want to do anything that compromises my morals.
Your morals?
Well, I do have a reputation to uphold.
I was the one with the reputation.
Yes, you were in your social circle and I was in mine. And neither of us could break out so we could be with each other. So we had to desire each other from afar.
You were in a social circle?
But you know what? Even though we never got together, I'm just glad we were in each other's presence.
You are really beginning to sound delusional.
Let's not quarrel, Shirley. Let's just enjoy the moment.
Yeah, that's right. I've got some pepper spray in here. That's what I need.
We can resolve our problems without violence.
Oh, but I'm trying to enjoy the moment.
Let's just talk things out. And not be the children we were, but the adults we've become.
We?
Look, I know you're angry, and I understand.
Oh, really? That's good, because I was thinking that you were not listening to me.
You're angry because we never had the chance to spend the rest of our lives with each other.
Does it, Ralph? You are off your rocker. You have taken the few times that I've been kind to you out of pity and blown them completely out of proportion. Now I need you to stop stalking me and get some professional help before I really lose my temper.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Shirley. I may seem carefree and happy on the outside, but on the inside, I'm a man dying of loneliness. And for the first time in my life, I'm willing to get serious and commit. It's just when I saw you right now, it made me remember how beautiful you were at the senior prom. And I thought to myself, if I could have a woman as half as beautiful as you, I would be a very fortunate man.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you have a favorite sexual position? Because I'm willing to try anything you want, no matter how
You deceitful, lecherous, odious, repulsive, great! I never want to see you again. I'd never liked you, Ricardo.
It's Ron. So can I friend you?